Okay, hi guys. Hello, Merry Meet to everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. I was gonna have a guest today, and she's not here yet, but she has a cell phone, so she joins us in Google Hangouts. She'll be joining us by her phone, not so much using a desktop computer. Her name is Monique Moore. She's been on my channel a few times in the past. And unlike the situation with Sherry Heaton, she is a very nice person. She's very kind, very loving, very gentle. Right now, let me switch over to the YouTube comments because I know you guys are going to want to leave chat comments or live chat. So let me go to that window. There we go. Now, what I can do is I am going to do this. I can actually do this. Why not? For those of you who do not know, we do have the ability to share the screen. So what I want to do is just that. I want to share the screen with you guys. If I could do this without screwing this up here. I have worked hard to try to... Yeah, I think that's the screen right there. That's the screen. Yep. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on the live chat so I can actually read your questions. And you guys can respond to the questions as well. But unfortunately, this has a notorious habit of making my my computer get a little bit overheated because this only has 2.5 gigabytes of RAM in it, and Google Chrome is seriously is using a lot of resources on the Snow Leopard to do the software. So for that reason, some of you guys may see a problem with this one. Let's see, what does percent to everyone do again? I don't remember. So let's do it anyway. So now we are sharing the screen officially to everybody. So which means is now when you type a comment here, I will see it. And if Monique joins us, she will see them. And if Dory Miville joins us, she will see them. I sent an invitation out to both women. And so therefore there should be no reason why nobody can join us. Let's see. Let me see if we can send this to him again. Monique Moore, maybe she didn't get it last one. I'm going to send the Dory M too. Dory might be a little bit busy, so I'll send those 2 invitations out again. For this, we're using the table Wi-Fi to see if we can help get the video graphics to look a little bit better than before. Unfortunately, I do not know, and I don't think this goes in. Yes, hi, Don. How you doing? You are joining us through the chat, I see. And Dawn was an individual who had asked me about my cats. And so she has found a way to use a computer to access the internet and welcome you to the show. As you can see, we have it set up right now so that you can see the comments that I see. Unfortunately, that means that if there's any bad comments, we see them too. I think we always see them. Yeah, but we're not always going to answer every single question. So she says, I'm in a library. Okay, cool. Which library are you in? I'm going to wait for the answer. Okay. By the way, today's comments are brought to you, of course, by this video is brought to you today by T-Mobile instead of Frontier. Frontier obviously is our home internet, and of course T-Mobile is our cell phone network using my mobile hotspot. Is it going to keep working? Well, I don't know. We've had a lot of problems with it in the past. And where is Newtsburg Public Library? Is it not New York State, or is it in another, or Pittsburgh area or something? Because I don't know where that is. Newtsburg. I have no idea. I don't either. Right now we have one viewer on this video, and so I'm sure we'll probably have more people coming in soon. And just watching the memory usage over here. Today, earlier, I did a video before this one, which I posted on my channel, which Michelle added to her 2017 playlist. And, oh, okay, I see. North Carolina. Okay. How's the weather down there in North Carolina? It must be kind of tepid right now because it was raining earlier, so the humidity was a little high in my area. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, what is the weather like down there? So, yeah. 2 viewers so far. Yeah, great. Hope the second viewer joins us to ask some questions. That'd be nice. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would be. All right. Well, are you going to turn on that chat for in here? There's no, in case Dory and, decided to respond on that one. It's a pleasant day. Okay. What do you mean by pleasant day? Because right now where I was this morning, it was raining, which we did need the rain. And we found that everything was covered with moisture and sticky. The latex paint in my building was sticky and tacky because of the rain. Yeah, I'd like to give you a modification to that, which is all lives matter. All lives matter. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, green, purple, cat, dog, cockroach, whatever. Your life is precious to divine Mother and Father God. Exactly. Okay. Seemed like a normal day to me. Okay. No one's gonna shoot anybody. Good God. Yeah. Well, you know what would be nice if the software had was the ability to add an inset where you could see you in the camera. Well, what? Because no one's gonna shoot nobody? It's not racist? Excuse me, I don't think so. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. Period. It doesn't matter what you are. The most important thing I want to see is I want to see all people live together in harmony and peace. Makes sense. So, she says, I support the Black Lives Matter movement. I don't have anything against it, but I don't really understand it enough to really pick a side either way. I understand that in some ways it's kind of a carryover from the civil rights movement from the 60s because we saw that there was a lot of, especially under the Jim Crow laws, there was a lot of oppression to the black community. Right. Not everybody's educated on it. And some of us, unfortunately, when we got educated from the mainstream media, which has a habit of twisting things in ways that are not cool. Absolutely not cool. And so looks like the cat wants to go out. So hold on a minute while I unplug and let him out, guys. door's open. Okay, I have the other earphones on so I can still hear something until I plug back in again. Just give me a second. It's better than having dead air, completely dead air. There we go. My cat wanted to go outside. Well, day and light, as long as I ain't down. Well, that's not fair because, you know, Donald Trump, he supported Black Lives Matter too. He supported your movement. Yet you think he didn't. Again, there's that media thing again, the media bias against him. This president has been kicked in the teeth over and over again. And it's never been fair. Okay, Christopolis said, why did Toy Talk or Call Me a Ghost or CP? What does that even mean? I think Krista, reason why he did that was because your initials are the same as CP's. And that's, I think, is why. And he probably thought you were just trying to spoof CP. It was interesting, but it's not the case. No. What is CP? Well, her name is actually Christine Paulus. So that's why I think she thought that was you were her trying to spoof her name was because of that reason. It doesn't necessarily mean that she was trying to really pick on you. By the way, how many people actually saw the video I did put up earlier today? I'm just curious. How many of you actually saw that video on my channel, on the Lumi and Michele channel? I don't know. How many do you think they saw it? I have no idea. But if you go to the, if those of you who have the, using the application, you see the letter that says I on the screen, the inverse. And if you click on that, it'll show you, check out Lumi's channel, and you'll see the newest video I put there. It's also Michelle put it on her 2017 playlist as the newest video, so that you can find it there too. Absolutely, and it's easy for everybody to find. Okay, what is the Lumi? No, it's LUMI space FINISTRA. It's a channel on YouTube here. I don't think they believe you. You gotta be kidding me. I don't think they believe you, Loom. Seriously. Really? Can you switch to that so they can see the feed? They have to stop sharing and switch over to that. So we can switch over to that. Let's do that. Let's switch over to this.
Hello?
So we can show the people the channel. Yeah. Oh, Dory's here. Hi, Dory. Turn on the sound so we can.
Hi.
Okay, hold on a minute. How you doing, Dory?
Good. How are you, Michelle?
Oh my Christ, that was loud. Give me a 10 count so I can adjust the volume.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Okay, that's good enough. Anyway, I was just going to show some people something on the internet. They were curious about how we share stuff. So, okay, let me stop presenting this. No, I don't want to hide. Okay, I gotta stop here. No. Okay, that's me. Okay. So anyway, how's it going today?
I'm all right.
All right. And you obviously are with the kids again.
Yep.
Yeah, figured that. All right, so let me go to my browser so I can show people Lumi's channel because they wanted to know about that because they weren't really sure about her channel. Now, for those of you who don't know, okay, is this going to present to everybody? Yes, now present to everybody. Okay. So this is Michelle's channel. So Michelle's going to switch over to my channel. And let's do this the easiest way. You just type in the top here. It says, let me finish drawing your search engine. For those of you who don't know where it is, right here, and hit enter. And it'll bring you to Women Finished Draw has 92 videos. That's my channel up here. So I'm going to click on that. And this channel's been around a long time, so this is not a new channel or nothing. And so let me scroll down here. So how do you do that? Just like that. Oh, okay. I'm not going to try playing the video right now because it gets a little problematic playing it. But you see the screen, Dory, right? Where it says we see what my programs are on my channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is my channel, and this is all you have to do is just click on Let Me Finish Draw. I have a whole ton of videos. I have subscribers. Oh my God, what application just popped up here? Oh my God, everything is popping up on the computer. I don't want to pop up right now. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Now what are we gonna do now? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch back to the chat so I can make sure. Let me put back to my channel here and now and look at the dashboard really on my channel because there's some interesting stuff going on. You guys may be interested to see on my channel here right now. You see that we have our watch time is increased. Our subscribership is stable. This morning's video, which is short, had 11 viewers on it. The two videos that became part 1, part 2 have 44 and 48 views respectively. The tutorial on cyberbullying and how to fix an upload has 26 viewers on it. So I think it's pretty great considering that we went from being a crappy channel to being a pretty awesome channel. Right. Okay, so now let me stop this live stream. I mean, not live stream. Let me just stop the screen sharing. And let me switch this thing back now to the chats so I can read your chat questions. And let me read your chat questions. And while we're doing that, so what have you been up to, Dory?
Nothing right now. I'm crocheting.
Yeah. You're drinking a drink again, a soda, I think, right?
No, I'm not drinking no more soda.
Yeah, your weight was kind of getting a little heavy.
Yeah.
And she says here is, I have a question from Dory. This is from Krista Paulus. Can you see the question? Can you see her questions, Dory? The chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so Krista, go ahead and ask your question for Dory.
This gorgeous young thing.
Don Schultz, you have multiple channels, huh? Well, Michelle has one. I have one. YouTube was the one who suggested that I get my own channel because they realized it would have been easier and less confusing than having all the content from both me and Michelle on the same channel. So I have my channel. Michelle has her channel. I have my Google Plus presence. Michelle has a Google Plus presence. I have my email. Michelle has her own email. Right. So we're waiting for a question from Krista Paulus for Dory. While we're waiting for that, so how are you doing over there, Dory, right now?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, she says, I think she made a typo on this. So she said, why did you sneak out on Michelle? That was pretty messed up. You could have told her what was going on. Instead, you stole are you going to pay her rent? I can answer that. The answer is no, because she's not here right now. She's living in Winston or Torrington right now. No, I'm not a nickname. My name actually means enlightenment window or window of enlightenment, by the way, if you look it up in Esperanto or Italian.
Michele.
What's that?
Tell her that I know that it was wrong the way I did it, and that I'm very sorry, and I talked to you about that already.
Actually, she can hear you. She has the ability to hear you on the screen right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. So
Don Schultz says, Dory did what? And is this woman on the stream with you? Yes, she is on the stream with me right now. Let me switch to so you can see her face here. There you go. I think everybody should be able to see her, but I won't be able to see her chat questions. But yeah, this is Dory. And present to everyone. I'll do that. I don't know what that does. Does anybody know exactly what present to everyone does? Because I have no idea what that feature does. But now I can't see the questions. We can get to the questions. We can get to them? Yeah, I can get to them. Let's go to window. And just pop open another window so I can see the questions here. Okay. All
right. First of all, Donna and Christine.
Krista.
Then. All right. I'll have to call back. Okay.
All right. You want to call back later? You said.
Yeah, I'll call back.
Why? You getting a bad connection or just busy?
No, I have to help Amber do something. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
No, wait. Well, Dory, before you go, just leave the phone off the hook, because otherwise I have to page you again, because it doesn't automatically ring through like a phone.
All right. I'll just leave you off the hook.
Just put the phone on the table. Make sure it doesn't get broken. Okay. So Dory will be right back. Allow me to answer some of the questions to some of the people that are asking. What's happened is Dory had some emotional issues. She loves her daughter and her granddaughter very much, but unfortunately, her daughter right now isn't working, and so she's kind of depending on her grandmother to help provide for her granddaughter and her daughter. As far as I can see, a pop can in the reflection of her glasses. Okay, so she has a soda problem. Yeah, Michele has a coffee problem. So Dawn says, "I'm sorry to hear that. You sound very sweet." Well, I think we're both very sweet people. I think the problem is that, sometimes it's hard when you got to deal with so many things outside of YouTube. I mean, you only see me and Lumi through YouTube, and you only see Dory occasionally through YouTube. So a lot of times you don't really know any of the backstory of what's going on. She said she wasn't drinking soda, though. Well, maybe she put some water in the can, or you never know. So as far as that pretty much is what it goes. So Dory right now will be right back. But anyway, the main thing is that she made some problems. So she had some problems. Okay, that's human. So what I want to do is let me switch me back to me, so you can see me instead of staring at the wall here. So good luck. No, that's not luck. Has nothing to do with it. Luck has nothing to do with it. Seriously. It's just like the song there from My Fair Lady. Just a little bit of luck, right? Just a little bit of luck. My internet will not die. Where's Monique? I thought Dory was... No, Dory is not a troll. I tried paging Monique. Monique did not answer. I can try paging Monique again. So let me try paging Monique again and see if I can find out where Monique is. So, okay. Now, just like Dory, Monique is using a cell phone, so you might have some problems getting Monique on here. We will try our best to get Monique in here. And so now let me go back to the questions. That's why I originally had it on the chat, so I can see the questions in here. Okay, so let's just do that then. Let's go. Okay, I'm right back here, Dory. Okay. I never called Dory a troll.
What's that guy's first name?
Okay, I never called Dory a troll. Do not say I called Dory a troll.
I don't do these videos. And I don't want her to.
Okay. Now, one thing be aware of, guys, is we are communicating with all these different people. This connection is brought to you by T-Mobile today instead of Frontier, because I figured that.
Okay, back.
Okay, I'm switching you back in now so they can see you.
Okay.
Okay, be sure to present to everybody. Okay, so.
Michelle, can everybody hear me?
What's that?
Could everybody hear me?
Yes, they can.
Okay. I do not want to be called a troll. And the only reason why I kind of got onto this video tonight is because I wanted to explain to everyone. I heard some of it, what Michelle had said, and as you well know, family to me is everything. I know I could have done it a better way, Michelle. I'm very sorry. Lumi, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But sometimes I get I don't know how to explain it, but I just want to say that I'm sorry. I do not want to be called a troll. I do not want to be called all these names that this Benjamin person has talked about. I am not a troll. Right. I am not a bully. I am not nothing. I think the world of Michelle. Michelle, I'm very sorry. I think the world of you. You're a great person. Sometimes I don't think before I act. Michelle, you know that.
Right. Well, these people are saying something about your use of marijuana for pain management. And for medical marijuana use, Dory has medical reasons. She's having problems with her wrist. So she has a medical reason why she's using it.
Well, so how does anybody know that, Michelle?
Well, you mentioned you were using it a couple times in the video for pain management yourself.
That's right, too. Yeah, you're right. But I'm not using it every day. I don't take advantage of it.
Right.
I can put it down and forget it.
Right, but it's helping your wrist right now, so that's better than that.
Actually, my arm has been feeling pretty better the last couple of days, actually.
That's good. People are asking if you have a prescription. Well,
no, not yet.
Not yet, but her choice would have been opium products, which would be more dangerous for her because of her health issues.
And yeah, that I'd rather be doing this than smoking and doing pills.
Right. It's a lot better than doing pills. Big time. In fact, that's one of the reasons why the Federal Drug Administration under Donald Trump is telling doctors to find non-opiate means of pain control. In this case, in Connecticut, one of the ones is marijuana. You know, Donald Trump, by the way, supports marijuana, but Jeff Sessions doesn't. So that's the problem. I think is, yeah, well, in Connecticut, there's not much they can do about it. That's a fact. So let me go ahead and show you the comments that are coming up, Dory, so you can be part of this and read them. You can read the text right on the phone, or is it too small for you?
It's too small.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, what some of the people are saying is that they think it's bad news to be using marijuana for pain management. And I'll tell you right now, guys, I got plenty of secondhand marijuana smoke when my leg was hurting, and it made my leg a lot better. So I wouldn't start picking about on it. And of course, it's also good for my eyes. So you have to remember that at all times that marijuana has a value to people. So let me switch this thing, present to everyone here. Where is it? Here we go. So I'm just switching back to the comments so you can see them, people. All right. So now, can you see the comment story?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're seeing right now is the chat comments. So now we can watch them because trust me, I'm not that excited to watch. No. No, not in Connecticut. They changed it. If it's less than a certain size, it's considered a misdemeanor now. But that's because the state of Connecticut has realized that it's too much of a costly expense to go for people who are using very little of it. It's more intended to go out to the dealers, but she can also, if she wanted to, she can go to Massachusetts and buy it there legally and smoke it in Massachusetts, and they would never stop her because it's legal in Massachusetts. So that's something to think about, guys. That's the reason why marijuana should be made legal if the state chooses to do so. She's not a seller. Don't worry about it.
I don't sell.
No, she doesn't sell.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, so you want me to try calling you back in a little bit?
Yeah, I'll call you back later.
What time? Because I gotta call you.
Oh, call me when you get out, when you send.
About 7?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, I'll try calling you about 7 then.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Okay, just hang up, Dory. Don't hang up. Okay, here you go. All right, so that was Dory, and she's leaving now. Of course, that's just me now. So let's see if I can end the call. So I'll see you soon. Just press the end key because she just ended. And back to me. And so I can read your comments here. Now, I do support the legalization of marijuana, despite what you might think. I believe in it should definitely be changed to a Schedule 2 or Schedule 3 because it has been proven to help with PTSD. It's been known to help with glaucoma. It's been known to help with the secondhand smoke with my nystagmus and my eye conditions. So in that case, marijuana is actually good for you because it's helping, and that helps your eyes, and that's what the whole point is. Whereas the other stuff is just stupid. I'm not saying she does, but okay. So for right now, let's table the Dory with the marijuana thing because obviously she's not here to talk about it. Okay, so now you want to say something? Well, just the fact is that I think that the people that have treated marijuana as a bad drug actually extends pretty much from the what was it? J. Edgar Hoover, who pushed it as a way to make so his FBI would be more busy cracking down on people. Well, that's pretty interesting. I don't know where Monique is. I haven't seen her on Jackson Kelly. I thought she was going to be on too, but for some reason she didn't come on tonight. She was using her cell phone to do this, and just like Dory did, and maybe Monique forgot. Monique is a pretty busy schedule, so maybe we should change the title of the video when we end it. Well, we will. Yeah, we will. So now the first thing is Lumi a nickname? No, my name is Lumi and Finestra. Okay, it's a real name, and the name Lumi itself refers to snow in Finnish, and in the Italian it represents light or enlightenment. So when you put my name together, it means window of enlightenment, which for Michele has been very, very much the true case. Michele has done fantastic with my help. She has made very many positive strides in her life, which is very important. So many people think that it's because Michele is just legally blind that and is multiply handicapped and that she's not good to do anything. I thought your name was Michele. My name is Michele. Okay. I'm the other half. I'm the one that's the main person on this channel. And we're going to get into all this crazy Michele and let me think, because it gets really crazy after a while. It does. Yeah, too crazy. It's why reason why I'm letting you go by the voice instead of by the face. That way maybe you can get to know the voice better instead of the face. Can you turn the camera on so we can see Lumi talk? Absolutely. Just give me a second here. I got to stop the sharing. Sharing. There we go. Okay. So, no. That's me. That's me over here. I'm not too good with cameras. Michele is the camera one. I usually just kind of like to work in the background quietly. What in the hell is Apple Work 6 opening for? I don't know. Everything on my phone, everything in this computer is like pops open when I least expect it. You don't got the core to do this stuff. No, I know. Absolutely, I don't. I don't know why it would do that. It just does stupid things. Is it because the keyboard is getting pushed by mistake? That could be. Yeah. Yeah, it could be the keyboard. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so the point is that the reason why we had the questions up instead of the other stuff was because we figured that way you could read the questions instead of looking at my ugly puss every day. No, not really. Michelle's not ugly. She's older, but she's not ugly. No. No more ugly than Regina from Once Upon a Time. You know, when she's the mayor or when she's the evil step queen. Actually, well, Anna Perilla as the mayor's cute. As the evil queen, now she's kind of cute too, but I like her when she's just the mayor. Yeah. So okay, so now let's get back to the questions that way we don't have to worry about having multiple windows open. Oh, we can have windows open. But they won't be able to read the questions. That's okay. We'll read them to them like we always do. Okay. So Dawn, she is Michele and Lumi. Like I'm not sure which one is really who, but she talks to herself and another person. Well, you can tell the difference because my name is MicheleMarieDalene, and I'm the one who's got the title on this body. And I'm Lumi and Finistra, and I'm the cohabitant. Right. Okay, so that's how. Well, we don't sound totally different. We tried to get the voices to be different, but unfortunately, it never happened. There's only so much octaves that we can go on. Exactly. So you gotta listen for the subtle differences. Right. Okay. Now, because now everybody's getting all confused again. So Donna said, "Is the person on the screen Lumi or Michele?" Both. We're both. Does that make any sense? I think you just confuse them even more. I think so. Okay. So for right now, why don't we just go to the next question because we have no, that is not multiple personality disorder. Let me tell you what the APA says about the multiple personality disorder, or sometimes known as disorder, identity disorder, disassociated identity disorder, as in the DSM-5. It is a coping strategy usually due to trauma The two identities do not interact. They do not share information. They do not talk to each other. They do not even know each other's in charge or whatever's in charge. So you will notice a lapse of time or a blank of time, kind of similar to what you might have if you're a heavy drinking alcoholic and you basically drink too much and black out. Then you find out waking yourself up the next day, you find a woman in the bed next to you, which you didn't even know from the night before. Apparently, when you're in a blacked out state, you basically invited her to join you in your bed. So now you have the total discontinuity of knowing, saying to yourself, who the hell did I go to bed with? Well, you actually don't remember because the alcohol basically blitzed your brain. Exactly why Michele doesn't drink. No, don't worry about it, Don. You didn't upset us. No. I just wanted to make sure that we got that cleared out from the beginning. We've done whole videos on it, so it's not new. No. So, any other questions? Yeah, good question. Is there any other questions? It's 6:35, and most of the time I'd like to end around 7. And we don't even know if this stream is using the binge on data from T-Mobile or if this thing is using out of our big data stash chunk. I don't know. That's a great thing. It seems like it's working now. Yeah. That's good. All right. So anything? No questions. So no. Okay. Nothing. No questions yet. So why don't we talk about something? Okay. What do you think about? You mentioned in a comment that you posted that you thought doing videos is a pain in the ass. So let me ask why. It's just like you gotta go ahead. You gotta set the computer up. You gotta take time out of your day to, prepare something, and then you gotta look good. You gotta look a certain way. You gotta have the lights a certain way. And it's just not really easy. It's not and it just takes time out of your schedule. So is it DID? No, it's not. We like to call it AIO, Associative Identity Order. That's a good title. No, it's not in the DSM-5. Don't even bother. Let's try to look. Associative Identity Order. Look, let's put it this way. Before I came into Michele's life, before Michele invited me into her life in 2011, or actually 2010, Michele's life was a disaster. Her MGAF was 35. Today, her MGAF is close to 50 something? Something like that. Yeah, 50. That makes a big difference. And Jackson Kennedy says, I think it's DID. Well, you know what we can do? Why don't we go look this up together, shall we? We do have that ability because we're using that software. Yes, we do. So let's do some homework, boys and girls. Let's go to, let's do this. Let's go to the browser. Yeah, let's see if I can get this browser to work without potentially breaking everything. I always have a hard time with this. I know. There we go. Is that the way to click? That's us. Okay. Share screen. Okay. And let's go to the browser. Okay. So you guys can see it. And let me just present to everyone. Okay. Now we are presenting that to you. So let's go to, right now, let's go to, I'm not going to search on YouTube because first of all, that's a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to the home screen here. And I'm going to look up. Okay. So I'm going to search for DSM. DSM-5. That's what it's known as. It's called multiple. I want to search for personality. You spelled it wrong. I know. You see that? Okay. So let's go search this. And it's called The dissociative identity disorder. This is from healthplace.com. And okay, I'm going to keep this simple because I know a lot of you guys are not heavily into this. Okay. The dissociative identity disorder, DID, DSM-5 criterion is the criterion for a dissociative identity disorder, DID, diagnosis is defined in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, DSM-5. The DSM-5 is what doctors use as an authoritative. Let's scroll up here. Okay, when diagnosed. Okay. The first criterion is 1, 2 or more distinct identities or personality states are present, each with its own relatively enduring pattern of perceiving, relating, and thinking about the environment and self. According to the DSM-5, personality states may be seen as experience of possession. These states involves marked discontinuity in a sense of self and a sense of agency, accompanied by a relative alterations in affect, behavior, consciousness, memory, perception, cognition, and / or sensory motor functioning. These signs and symptoms may be observed by others as reported by the individual. Okay. One important change from the 4th to the 5th edition of the DSM is that individuals may now report their perceptions of personality shifts rather than limiting diagnosis to shift that others must report. The second dissociative identity disorder criteria in the DSM-5 is amnesia must occur, defined as gaps in the recall of everyday events, important personal information, and / or traumatic events. Dissociative amnesia, deeply buried memories. This criterion for DID newly recognizes that amnesia doesn't just occur for traumatic events, but rather for everyday events too. The person must be distressed by the disorder or have trouble functioning in one or more major life areas because of the disorder. This criterion is commonly among all serious mental health diagnoses, as diagnosis is not appropriate where the symptoms do not create distress or trouble functioning. 4, disturbance is not part of normal cultural or religious practices. The DID criterion is to eliminate diagnosis in cultures or situations where multiplicity is appropriate. An example is this: children where an imaginary friend is not necessarily indicative of mental illness. 5, the symptoms are not due to not due to the physiological effects of substance such as blackouts or chronic behavior during alcohol intoxication or general medical condition such as complex partial seizures. This characteristic of dissociative identity disorder is important as substance abuse or another medical condition is more appropriate diagnosis when present than DID. While there are the 5 recognized dissociative identity disorder symptoms, please see our article for additional signs of DID, which are numerous. So now, given the major categories of DID, you can't say that me and Lumi suffer from DID because of the lack of, 1, a sense of amnesia. This is not one thing here. So let's go to this one here. You want to go to the actual DSM-5 and read it? How long is that? I don't know. Let's take a look at this one. All right. So let's go to the next one since you guys asked me so much about it. Okay. This is from the wow. I can't read the screen. It's way up there. Transmit Association Okay, whatever. This is what it says here. What is dissociative identity multiple personality disorder? It's a psychological response to trauma suffered. This is the DSM-4R version. And in a specific time window in early childhood, this is a dissociative disorder and a complex post-traumatic stress syndrome. How does DID develop? Let's read through this right here. It says, want to read it? Yeah, I'll read it. An important step in child development is the forming of central integrated consciousness is impeded or prevented by chronic trauma. The child uses radical denial and splitting to cope with the traumas, imagining that the traumas happen to someone else. The child's fantasies, capabilities, and imagination give the different personality states their individual characteristics, extremely inconsistent and contradictory behavior by attachment figures, and their denial of the trauma suffered by a child. Additionally, foster the dissociative coping strategy. See, that's where it is. It says it's a coping strategy. I'm just going to go through here. The key facts is dissociative identity disorder was previously called multiple personality disorder, MPD, has always been classified as a dissociative disorder, not a personality disorder. Only around 6% of the people with DID make their diagnosis obvious on an ongoing basis. Dissociative identity disorder is not rare, but relatively common, affecting about 1 to 3% of the population. Most people with DID have a mix of dissociative and post-traumatic symptoms, as well as non-trauma related symptoms. Amnesia in people with DID can take many different forms, including amnesia for significant events in the past or for events in everyday life. Amnesia is not limited to traumatic or stressful events. Is multiple personality disorder the same as dissociative identity disorder? In 1994, multiple personality disorder was renamed to dissociative identity disorder by the American DSM-4 Psychiatric Manual. Then there's a footnote there. The World Health Organization still uses the name multiple personality disorder in its ICD manual, which has not had a significant rewrite since 1992. The next update, known as the ICD-11, is expected to use the newer name. Most books and research now use the new name, dissociative identity disorder. There are various reasons for the name change. The DSM-4 states it is a disorder characterized by the presence of two or more identities of personality states that recurrently take control of the individual's behavior, accompanied by an inability to remember important personal information. It is a disorder characterized by identity fragmentation rather than a proliferation of separate personalities. And there's a video you can watch on that. DSM diagnostic criterion. The newer guide uses in psychiatry to diagnose mental disorders. The DSM-5, released by the APA, which is the American Psychiatric Association, in 2013. The DSM-5 gives the following diagnosis criterion for identity disorder. You want to carry on? I'll carry on. Code 300.14, a description of identity characterized by two or more distinct personality states, which may be described in some cultures as an experience of possession. This disruption of marked discontinuity is sense of self and a sense of agency, accompanied by related alterations in affect, behavior, consciousness, memory, perception, cognition, and sensory motor functioning. These signs and symptoms may be observed by others or reported by the individual. Recurrent gaps in the recall of everyday events, important personal information, and or traumatic events that are inconsistent with ordinary forgetting. C, the symptoms cause clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. The disturbance is not a normal part of a broadly accepted culture or religious practice. Note, in children, the symptoms are not better explained by imaginary playmates or other fantasy play. Section E. The symptoms are not attributable to the physiological effects of substance, such as, for example, blackouts or chaotic behavior during alcohol intoxication or other medical conditions. For example, given complex partial seizures. Okay, so that's pretty much it in a wrap as far as we're going to go right now. Just more on this DID stuff. You can look it up on the internet. It's loaded. Yeah, there's tons of it. And so let's go back to our screen. We'll just leave it on the screen for a little bit longer here. So what it comes down to, guys, is so they'll be usually we're talking about DID. Just switch back over to that one now. Okay, we'll switch over to that one again. And so now we'll switch back to the comments, the questions, so we can see them, the chat questions. So you guys are going to be here with me, okay? Because this is time consuming. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm sharing that screen. Present to everyone. Yes. Where's the cursor? It's up there. Got it. Okay. So, Run the Church asked is, no, I do not fit the script. No, God, no. Okay, so anyway, Jackson says, so you're upset if I nominated for DID support fund? No, but I don't know if they'll necessarily be interested. Run the Church says, are you having a good day? Yeah, I'm having a good day, and I played some music today. I had a chance to play some records. I played some music by the Archies. I played some music by Clean Clearwater Revival. I played some music from Elton John on records. I have hundreds of records here. I have a huge record collection. So I had a chance to enjoy myself and not worry about all the things that have happened in the recent past, right? And I'm gonna try calling Dory back in a little bit because she said about 7, so it's about 9 minutes to 7. It's 9 minutes to 7, exactly. So I'm glad to hear that. She said, "Well, thank you." And it was nice not having to worry about everything that was going on. For at least for about an hour or so, just to get away from the everyday, life issues. What? Jackson, she doesn't even know what you're saying or why you're saying that. So if you're going to say that about people, you should at least explain why you would say that. I mean, that's what I'd like to ask is, why does everybody use the word racist like a football around here? Kind of think of it, why aren't the NFL players standing for the national anthem? Yeah, I wondered that too. In fact, some of the players have been kneeling. Isn't kneeling a form of adoration of like when you see like in church? Like when you go into the Catholic Mass, when you kneel on the kneelers, you're paying homage to Christ? It's a great question. So in a way, are they really showing disrespect for the national anthem? Well, let's put it this way. If you are in Mass and when the priest enters the church and everybody stands in his entrance, if you clearly have a physical infirmity, you can't stand, you're not paying disrespect if you can only kneel. But the players, I would suspect, think that by kneeling, they're just giving half the respect to the American flag, and that's kind of sad. But if you have a knee injury or a leg injury and you have a hard time standing, like Michelle would have a hard time standing for a long time when her left leg hurts really bad, she would probably be forced to either kneel or sit. Not because she's trying to be against the American national anthem, because she loves her country. She loves her, she loves her country. She loves what the flag represents to the country. And that's important, right? Well, I think that still brings a good question. Why would you guys want to kneel when you guys have the ability to stand? Good question. It's still pretty good. We got 2 people in here right now. Yes, we do. And technically, it's, I don't know when Dory wants to get called back in again. Well, it says 7. Let's see what happens. I don't know if we're going to be up for much longer, but we could be, my phone is plugged into the USB charger, so it's got plenty of juice. I don't know how well it's going to work if we run out of data storage. Oh, God. So, Mr. Jackson Kelly, could you please explain to the class what is your definition of racism? I hear you so much and in so many different applications, and so is Lumi, and we've been trying to wrap our head on. Now, we know what white supremacist means. We know what a Nazi is. But when you say racism, how does that tie to white supremacists or Nazism? Good question. That's a great question. So that's the question, Mr. Kelly. Would you please explain to me your definition of racist? And because I looked up the term racist in the dictionary, and meaning that you think that your race or your supposed to be race is better than other race or more superior than other. For example, in the Nazis, Hitler believed in this thing called the Aryan super race. Now, the Aryan super race is really kind of funny because I would technically be considered that. But your mom did not meet the Germanic requirement because she didn't have the blonde hair and blue eyes. Right. My mom was in Norway. She was Norwegian. So she may very well have been part of the Liedensborn group. Or she met just enough of the requirements, whereas maybe her family didn't, that she was placed with other families in Liedensborn in Norway. If you look into it, it's really kind of interesting. Yeah, but you didn't really explain, Mr. Kelly, why you're saying racist is. I'm asking you for your definition. I'm not asking you to call me a racist. I'm asking you is, how am I doing? Going back to running the church's question, I'm doing fine. Just trying to watch the questions, and I've been, ever since I did my video today, Rhonda, you can actually watch it. It was a really wonderful video. I explained about how I'm truly concerned about those individuals in Las Vegas, Nevada, and how they were gunned down, and so many of those souls have no idea what's going on. Just as I'm concerned about the people attacked by the hurricanes, Harvey, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Maria, and now Hurricane Nate that has affected the Gulf Coast again. And said, I want you to know that, I want everybody to know that I care about everybody, and that I want you all to pray for all those people. I don't care what your color is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your religion is. I want you to know that I care. Michele cares. And we want you to know that we love you as human beings. And that we know and understand that you're suffering from some very significant issues in your life, physical issues and emotional issues. And we're there for you 100%. Amen. Amen. And yes, the hurricanes have been devastating. Absolutely. Well, I'm not going to get into the Obama thing because of 2 reasons. Because right now the Republicans got a problem. Just like when the Democrats are in control in the House, the White House, and the legislature, and the Supreme Court, is nothing got done. The same thing's happening again. I wish that the people in the Congress could get together and focus on the issues of the country. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or whatever. You were appointed by the people of this country to do a job as a representatives. And if you're not doing your job, I don't care what party you are. You're not suitable to remain in office. And we have the same problem on the state of Connecticut state legislature as well. And Daniel P. Malloy is not running again, but the governor, Daniel P. Malloy, is not running again. However, he's left the state in a serious mess. He has basically killed every single budget that has ever come to his desk. He has just made so many people so uncomfortable. Our renter's rebate that we were going to get is furloughed. How when are we going to get it? Nobody knows. So let's see. Michelle, are you able to get out today? Yes, I did. I went to McDonald's. I had a coffee and 2 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins. Right. I had to eat breakfast. I got there about 10 o'clock. So yes, I did, Rhonda. I went out for a bit. And then I came back, I played some music and relaxed and had a good time. Well, let's see if we can try to get Dory back in now. We'll try. Let's see if Dory will answer the phone. Let's see. How do we do this? Like you did before. Okay. Because I got to give her a go back because she said she was busy. So that's the time. So let's see if she answers now. So, Dory, I'm calling you back. Okay. Invite. Because I got to send invites. They can't just go into Google Hangouts on air. So it's a little different than a normal chat. So hopefully, let me turn the speaker back on so I can hear Dory when she answers. Okay. So right now, anything else? Well, let me answer one thing. Of all the people that were running this year, I'm a moderate Republican. I just to explain this. I was going to vote for Bernie Sanders.
Huh?
How you doing?
Good.
I was just explaining about the fact is that originally I was going to vote for Bernie Sanders, but unfortunately he never got the Democratic nomination.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, almost going to be wrapping it up soon, but how does the video look to you, Dory, right now?
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to do something.
Okay. And, okay, so let me switch.
All right.
Let me switch the camera to Dory. Okay.
Dad, why are you touching it?
Oh, my God. What's all that noise, Dory?
Angie's getting into stuff that she's not supposed to.
What?
Nothing. Just what do you want? What?
All right, I'll try to get to you so I can click on you to highlight you. There you go. So let me present everybody. Okay, there's Dory, guys. And so they can see you on TV now.
Hi, everybody. I'm happy for you.
So while you were gone, we covered a whole bunch of different topics. We covered multiple personality disorder. We covered briefly Black Lives Matter. We covered Legion's Born. We covered a lot of things that you may not know about. So I thought I would just, let you know what's going on. Okay, so Krista Capola says I have a question for Dory. So go ahead, Krista, ask your question. Now we wait for the questions. So when do you think you're going to try to come by again to visit?
I don't know.
You don't know. Wow, that's interesting.
I don't know.
You bleached your hair red again, huh?
No. I'm cleaning my room.
Oh, okay. So how's the cat doing?
He's crazy, Michelle.
He's what?
Crazy.
Oh, like usual?
Yeah.
So, okay. Why was she trolling you? Krista asks. I thought you just answered that question. Why is Krista Paulus asking the same question again? Why was she trolling you?
I don't know. This is why I don't like these videos, Michelle. They're stupid.
Yeah. Krista, Ron the
Okay,
Church says
I gotta
hi.
go. I gotta go.
Okay. So anyway, Ron the Church says hi, Dory.
Hi.
So, okay, so I'll see you soon.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye.
Okay, so we'll just wait for Dory to ring off there and go back to me. So, well, I would say at this point right now, as far as the Dory situation goes, is trolling. No, I don't think she was trolling. No. Anyway, so how do you like the ability to see the questions on the screen for the most part when instead of seeing us talking to you? Do you like the questions instead, or do you like looking at us instead? So this gives you guys a chance to tell me what you like. Do you like seeing these questions, or would you rather see us? If you want to see us, we can do that, but then I have to read the questions out loud again, which we can do that too. Yes, we can. Absolutely. We can do that. Yes, we can. So, yeah. So why don't we just switch back over to you? Switch back over? Yeah. And then just open the window again so you can see in the background. Okay, doing that now. Okay. So let me open up the other window so I can see the questions here. Okay. Okay. Now, can you make the screen bigger so you can read them from a distance? No, not really. I mean, it could, but be kind of awkward. Yeah. Okay. So, that's pretty much that. You guys realize that today it's 7:06 p.m. and we have had a good session. I'm really thank you all for watching this. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be on. Usually, like I said, we usually like to end usually about usually 7. Sometimes CP and Barb is all you need to know comes on, but they're not here. They're out of the country on holiday, so they won't be here today. So unfortunately enough, that means that it's just us. It's just us. And as far as Monique being here, I'm sorry she didn't make it. But you know what? That's life. You know, you can't help that. You just have to deal with things as you can, one day at a time. And that's the reason why getting depressed about all the stuff that was going on was kind of stupid. It's like, you know, it happens. It's not going to change. The people are going to hate you. People are going to love you. And some people want to kill you. So it's really kind of sad, but it's true. It's not going to change. Right. And once he's alone, yeah, I was going to say something. First of all, I want to thank you all for watching this video. I want to thank you all for being part of this. And I hope that this one came out well. And I hope that some people will click more likes this time. Well, we are going to rename it because obviously Monique wasn't here. So we're going to give some proper attribution since Dory was here. Right. So click like, guys. Click like. You know, because, well, this makes it great for the score. No. Sherry is a physical person. She's a completely separate warm body person. She was on a video a couple of Saturdays ago or Sundays ago. She was the raunchy one. And you can watch that video on, I think, was it last week? It was the week before. Was it? I think, no, wait, it was last week. Right, okay, it was last week. So you watched the one from last week. This live streams you will see on Sunday of last week. You'll see Sherry Heaton, or Sherry Love is her married name now. And then you can check it out. And if Sherry was like me, I would think it would have been a pretty good meeting overall, but clearly she's not me. So, you know, she's just has her own way of doing things that's completely different. And she has a habit of making fun of Michele in ways that is not at all conducive to the channel. And so Michele said, no, I'm not going to have you on anymore. Me and Michele discussed this and said, this is not worth it to have someone who wants to be a female Howard Stern on your channel, because it's demeaning and degrading, and it's hurting and it's hurtful and it's painful to see. So it was no surprise to see her go away. The first video I watched of yours, I think it may have been that she was hilarious. Well, I'd say if it wasn't for the situation with the phone and the situation with all those cyber bullies that were harassing me and saying I was, using everybody, which is not true. Even YouTube, Team YouTube agreed. That is why one of them was removed from YouTube, because his behavior was unacceptable. But I don't want to do that to anybody unless they really are causing grave distress. That's why I recommended using the YouTube terms of service guidelines for cyberbullying and harassment to make sure that people understood exactly what is and is not accepted. I don't like to throw people off channel. I just don't like it. But, you guys do have to understand that not everybody's got thick skin like an elephant. And some of us get thin skin like an amphibian. So when it comes to being hurt, Howard Stern is pretty cool. I watched some of his videos, but I really couldn't wrap my head around this show very well, because Howard Stern was like, it just didn't gel with me. Same like with Sherry, didn't gel with my channel. My channel are trying to maintain this as a family-friendly environment. And this is the educational part of my program. I'm also the North American Snap Queen. I am a weather sorceress. I do winter weather for the North American continent and Southwest Greenland. But during the other 9 months out of the year, I need to find something to do, and so I do this channel, but also to educate, inspire, and inform. So. We will be coming up, of course, this winter, as I reminded people firmly, as I am all set for this winter to give a good, significant event. Plus, of course, we also got the sun going into solar minimum, which will make it easier for winter to be manipulated, much easier for colder and weather with more snow and ice this year. So I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also I'm also understand that I don't want to make it too hard, people, because we can't really walk around too well in snow and ice. So I try to find a kind of compromise. Well, I already came up with the same answer, Don. In what direction would, say, what is the direction of that you would like to see this channel go? Day in the life of, weather, political, mental health? Well, mental health is not something I normally cover. I bring it up when I have to, but you'll notice that we cover a lot of the stuff already on my channel. It's not any particular form. We also do some technical demonstrations, unboxings, show people how to do repairs, how to fix things, how things work, when things don't work. It's always been that way. This channel is just a potpourri of stuff. It's like a variety channel, kind of like, say, like the learning that our TLC has become, or the Discovery Channel has become lately. Kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No consistency other than the fact is it's under the same name brand of the North American Snap Queen. But my main focus is winter weather and climate change and climate events. I don't talk about so much about global warming because I think that is not the case. statistical evidence shows that the Earth is not getting warm at all. The Earth is cooling. Especially with the sun going into a solar minimum, and in addition to additional particulates from the volcanoes and volcanism that's increasing, the temperatures are dropping, especially in the deep north and the deep south of Antarctic and New Zealand area, as well as in the northern climates of, say, northern Canada. We see that the Arctic ice sheet is building up and thickening. Same thing with the Antarctic ice sheet as well. It's also thickening as well. So there's a lot of coverage that we've been covering. Weather is certainly my main interest. Yeah. So, but the main thing is, because it is 7:15, and I usually know that most people don't like it going on too long, is that we will be covering more material next week. It's every Sunday at 6 p.m. we have our live stream. And so every Sunday you can participate. Join us in the chats. As you're doing now, let your friends know about these chats. They can come. If you want to be a part of the chats, you do have to be a member of YouTube. You can't, or Google. You can't join the chats if you don't have a Google account. Right. Exactly. So the main thing for now is I want to thank everybody for participating. And likewise, I want to thank everybody who has been there rallying for my support for the last few months, or I say months, but actually it's been weeks, but it seems like months. Trust me, every seems like my life is always a crisis. Like Lumi one time said earlier today in her video, is Michelle's in survival mode, which is a layered different thing than when I'm all comfortable and I have, say, a warm meal in my stomach and my bills paid and stuff. That's a whole different feeling to it. But for now, thank you very much, everybody who has participated in this live stream. And I know that I will see you next Sunday at 6 p.m. And, of course, I will be there. Now, that's another clue. I usually use my left hand when Michelle is this right. Right. So, but for now, thank you very much, you guys, watching. See you next Sunday. Next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.